What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Breakpoint with Coach C. So, if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome. How's everybody doing this great Friday? Friday. If you hear some giggling in the other room, just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it in case you hear it. What's up, Red? How you doing, bro? So, too tall. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, my good brother? How's everybody doing, man? I hope everybody having a good week. Decent week of bowling. Decent week just being people. Guys, I'm starting. Hey, it's all starting to come together. Shoulder's still a little hurt though, but there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry if I was a little late coming on. I was actually this is a rather cool story. I'm actually trying to figure out how to get my. So I have an overlay that I'm gonna be putting in that I was trying to figure out exactly how I was going to be doing that, and I did not make it work. So still trying to figure all that out. Still trying to figure it all out. Oh, what's going on, quiet guy? How you doing? Randy Peterson is not working for Bold TV. Him and his dude wipes, man. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Just curious what some of this stuff does. I'm sorry. I'm pressing buttons. I'm just curious. Ooh, that was bad. Oh, all right. See, there we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what some of this stuff does. Visual effects, edit mic. Nope, don't want to do that. What does this do? What does that do? See, here's the thing. When you do all this stuff, some of the times you never mess with the buttons. You never do anything. But me, unfortunately, I never do. Bounce, heartbeat fast. What the world? People, let's see. There's the host, private chat, people. What's up, Billy M? How you doing? I watch a yo-yo for dummies. At what point you straighten your elbow out as you release the ball? Okay, so Red, that's a great question. What's up, Billy M? So how can I? What does the what does this button do? I'm just asking for a friend. There you go, too. So I'll see you already get me. Um, okay, so ooh, let's see what that does. I just pressed another button. Sorry, I can't help myself. It's like Duncan Hines cookies. You just can y'all see those? That's kind of dope. All right, so Red, the easiest way I can tell you is remember when you're uncoiling a ball, right? You're uncoiling it. You're uncoiling it. Here, let me do this. Looks like, guys, I apologize, but Red's making us take a field trip. So, because Red's making us take a field trip, I do apologize, but we gotta go on a field trip. We ain't gotta go nowhere. We're gonna go be right here, but we're going on a field trip to help Red out. Okay, so as soon as I was ready, Red, we'll do it. We'll get to it. Let's see here. Jason Erbank says his logo balls are selling like pancakes. Yeah, I tried to get one, dude. I could not get one to save my life. Whoa. Didn't mean to do that, but let's cut that. All right, so let's lower that. Let's lower that. Let's okay. So we want to keep this up here. Okay. So we want to do this. All right, Red. Here we go, guys. I'm going to show you guys something. Red, this is just for you. I'm going to share my entire screen. Remember, it's going to look a little wonky for about 2 seconds. And here we go. All right, so take the sound off. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna move this over, right? And then what we're gonna do, Red, is you're gonna watch this. I hope you can see the cursor. So you're gonna watch my right elbow, my right arm, right? We're also gonna play this back a little slower too. What we're learning here is when, okay? So I want you to watch. And okay, so now we're getting the ball down into our swing, right? Okay, so now I'm trying to do this slow. Well, nope, I'm not gonna be able to. What? Okay, so we're gonna let it play. Look, the bend, the straight. So it's hard because you can't see it from here, and I can't make it slower than this. Can I? Nope, can't make it slower. So you're gonna bend. You're gonna bend, and then when you're rolling the ball out of your hand, your arm just naturally gets straighter. Let's see if I can't get a better shot of it. This is gonna play. There's multiple shots, so again, on your way down, you're bending the elbow, and then you're gonna unbend it to roll it straight out of your hand. And when you do that, that's when the elbow is actually getting straight. So it's only straight because you're uncoiling it as you're coming forward, and then exiting out the ball, of course. Well, that was really bad. That was a really bad. See, this is what practice does. So this is what happens when you're getting yourself warmed up. Do you see it? That's a perfect that's a perfect shot of it. See, this is what happens when you record yourself, but I was getting warmed up, and that's why it's looking the way it's looking. But as I get warmer, everything starts to come into play. Now watch. Straightened out at the bottom of it. As you can see, it as I got warmer, it became easier for me to do it. Remember, I'm 50. Bad shoulder, elbow, bad. All right, so here we go again. As I'm coming down, I'm bending, and then it just gets straighter. See, get straighter at the bottom when you bend it. And again, it should repeat the same motion to the bottom. To the bottom. See, straightens out even though we're bending. And again, it should be the same action. As you catch it at the top, you start to bend on the way down. There it is again, straightening out. Ooh, that was brutal. Same thing when I'm shooting a spare this way. It's going to straighten out at the bottom. See it? Straighten out at the bottom. It's just like you're rolling a yo-yo, man. You're straightening out at the bottom because you're rolling out of it. Should be the same action here. See? Same action. Straighten out at the bottom. Ouch. That hurt. Of course, that's a spare, so you better be a little straight. And then again, it should be the same thing. Straighten out at the bottom. Remember, this is the most important thing. You're just rolling out of it. You're bending to get yourself under the ball, right? And then once you're under, you're straightening out to get through it. And then that's where that rev rate comes from. Geez, there's a lot of shots in this thing. I didn't realize it's 2 minutes worth of shots. Holy crap. Same thing again. Straighten out at the bottom. This is why it's important. Every shot matters. Same thing at the bottom. Again, you're rolling straight out of it. Which one did I send? Oh, okay. And then, see it straightened out at the bottom again because I'm rolling out of the ball. So that's really high flush. Man, watching myself ain't such a bad thing. Same action again. The goal is to keep repeating the same action because if you can do that, that's where consistency comes from. And that's the one thing that I lack. But the one thing that you guys should see that's pretty bad for me is my footwork. Now, if you guys want to see another one, you let me know. I can send another one over, let you watch that too. See, you guys are getting sneak peek at stuff that I have that nobody's seen. But that's when you straighten it out. So what's good, everybody? Yeah, Urbanks, I'm trying to get one of them balls, man. I tried to get one, but I didn't see it. It's happening too tall. Sorry, guys, trying to fix my game. Don't be sorry, Red. This is a pleasure for me to do. I'm glad you're asking because that's what we're trying to do here. This education piece for us. You know what I'm saying? What's up, fam? How you doing tonight? I'm good. Live from Detroit. I'm doing a tournament next 2 days and visiting family. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shoulder's doing okay. Why aren't these automatically popping up here? That's what I wanted to know. Let's see here. Yes, sir. Larry in the building. What's up, Gunny? Yeah, good luck in that tournament, Larry. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Viking. I would say bowling, but that would be a lie. Man, that's messed up, Gunny. That's real messed up. That is a plan too tall. Both my boys see the family. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Man, I wouldn't either. Maybe last button you push. No, 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 no. So you guys can see the chat box, right? So you guys can see everything that you guys are putting up there. Can you guys see that? There's a lot of functions that are here that I don't even touch. See, I don't mess with a lot of this stuff, but maybe I should be. You know what I'm saying? I really don't mess with any of it. Intro video, outro video, background. Whoa. Can you guys see a background right now? Can you guys see a background right now? I'm just asking for a friend. Can anybody see a background right now? You are going to make it, coach. I love to bowl with the best coach on the planet. Man, listen, I ain't the best coach on the planet. I just want to be one of the better people on the planet. No background. Okay, well, sorry, I'm learning on the job. So why does it? Whoa, whoa! What did I do? Oh no! Okay. Did you? I'm pretty sure you guys seen that one, right? Hmm. Hold on, I got an idea. Let's try this. Oh no. What did I do? Dude, sorry about that. I apologize. I'm moving it. Sorry about that. All right, I'm done playing. I'm done. Cause when you just see, no, that's the bad part. I've been trying to figure it out for a minute how to do this to make it fair for the giveaway. I just haven't found a way to do it yet. Wanted to bowl in a Vets 9-pin tournament this weekend, but it is adult children doubles, no kids anymore. Oh, Gunny, that's bad. That's bad money, bro. I'm sorry you couldn't do that. I'm definitely sorry you couldn't do that. So I guess I gotta figure this out. 9 pins are always fun. All right, so we got that done. All right, so this is this is interesting. You know what? As long as I've been using StreamYard, I really have never messed with the functions. Maybe that's my stupidity, but yeah, I feel bad about that, bro. No, Red, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. And one of the balls that we're gonna do is the Apex Jackal. I know you. You know, I'm trying to give make it fair for everyone. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying not to make it like just cost friendly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it so that everybody has a fair chance. No biggie. I will find a singles tournament. Last one, and I bought 850. Was that 850 in a 9 pin or 850 scratch? Cause you dropping 850s like that, bro. That's dope. I mean, 850 and 9 pin is still great. Sean just messaging me, dude. I think we almost ready. I think we almost ready. Hmm. Now this is interesting. Totally interesting. Rebs, what up, dog? That's a 9 pin. 9 pin, hey, 850 and a 9 pin is still good because you still got to be consistent as you want to be. You know what I mean? You still got to be consistent. So you better take a 9 pin any way you can get it. All right, we're gonna try this again. Hey, so listen, I'm still participating. I think I need to. All right, so let's clear this. No, clear that. All right, so I got an idea. I know I'm doing two things at once, and I'm sorry. Anyone use one of the following bowling ball apps on your phone? Anyone use? Gunny, are you talking about like lane talk, or are you talking about like 10 pin toolkit? Which one you talking about, Gunny? Because I got a couple of those in my phone, like 10 pin toolkit, lane talk. Um, yeah. Or are you talking about apps to? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do, and then we also track our scores and put them in the Discord because there's a weekly competition. Yeah, definitely lane talk for sure, for sure. Yep. I think a lot of the guys in here have lane talk. I don't know if everybody's like sharing with everybody on it, but they should. What do you say? I want to get lane talk, but it's not for Android yet. What's up? B Diddy in the house. All right, so hold on a second. I got an idea here. Ooh, my ideas always work sometime. Boop. Remember who told y'all my ideas always work sometime. What am I in right now? I'm doing two things at once, fellas, but I am paying attention. I promise you that. I'm just trying to make this experience a little better for everybody. But I'm really not making it better because I don't know what I'm doing right now. She'll say she's sweet. Hmm. I don't know how to do that. Best bowling. The free version ran out on me. What does the best bowling do? I use Pen Pal. What's up, quiet guy? How does that? What do you use it for? There's a yeah, best bowling. Yeah, they got that free version. I got that too, but I got a pay version for that. But it's funny, I don't use it ever. I don't know why I don't use it. I don't tend to use that. I tend to use Lane Talk because Lane Talk actually, even the free version, tracks all your stats. So that's the only thing I use it for. Yep, Lane Talk tracks everything. So what's up, B? How you doing down there, Brandon? Just tracks games, spares. Yeah, but that's where Lane Talk is like a bonus. What's up, Paul? Hey, Paul, did you add a score? Did you add a score yet this week? I ain't seen one. Are you trying to take it easy on people? Let me look. Maybe I missed it. Oh nope, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Nope, there it is. There's Paul right there. I see it. Paul at 63. I see it. I don't know. You might have this week too. Hold on. Let me see. 63. That's a lot. I don't know, Brandon. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, Brandon. Let's see. I'm going to add these up right here with Brandon on the thing. Let's see here. We got 10 points, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 18 points right there. Ooh. I don't know, Brandon. You might be safe. I mean, Paul, you might be safe. Brandon, you might have to, you might have to do some Brandon kind of stuff real quick. It's 20, 22. Is it? 2, 4. That's 18. That's 20. That's 22 points right there. I don't know. It looks like your boy Brandon might get. I don't know. Hold on. That lady might not be cabbage patching. Brandon, you might have to take Doug out. Am I doing that math right? Oh, Doug only got 62 points. You got Doug. If I did the math right. Yep. You got Doug. But wait, there's one more score to add for Doug. I hate to tell you this one, but you might be in trouble. That's 22. Oh, no, you might got Doug beat up on. Yeah, that's 22 right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 42 points. We have, uh oh. 2, 4, 20. You know what? Sorry about this. But, wait, what's the date for this? March 2nd. Ain't that this week? Yep, that was Monday. All right, here you guys go. There you go. Doug on Monday. So right now the current lead is drum roll 66 points. Doug Byerly on Monday. Well, Brandon, I figured you got a chance though. I don't vote you out. What's the score this week? Rev said Rev right now the score 66 points by Doug. I posted in Discord. But the mine were 50s. Yeah, I'm in the 50s too. Could be third game. I had a slow start. Man, third game, I was just catastrophic. I'm going to post my scores from tonight. Tuesday night weren't great. What's up, Joshua? Look, we got the heavy hitters walking in the building now. Joshua, like, listen. What had happened to Doug 66 was he met me. Hmm. So I'm trying to figure this out. All right. Hey, Chad, that's some dirty business, man. You too good to talk about you ain't got no chance the rest of the year. What's up, Chad? Bring out the Raptor ring for the first time in league tonight. I like the Raptor ring. I'm gonna have to use that too. Working out with my coach Monday night with it. It's a good ball. That's a bad ball. I like that ball. You said you'll take your series over his though. Yeah, what was your series? He only shot 714 on Monday. I ain't even. Yeah, you beat him series wise, but that's the beautiful part about this game is that, well, I mean, in comparison to 729, but that's the beautiful part about this game that everybody got to understand is you can have a high series and not win. Just chilling with my leg popped up. Keon posted really good scores at 62. Yeah, I seen that. Yes, sir. A 600 series can win. Yeah, I mean, if you go, listen, if you go odd nine counts and strike out in the 10th, you could win. I mean, because technically speaking, if you go nine counts the first nine, all nine counts, right, and spares for the first nine, and strike out in the 10th, you get a perfect score. See, people don't look at it that way. Yeah, look, Rev said I got 750 and lost one week. He did too. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. I don't know how the points work. Oh, Joshua. So let me explain. Let me elaborate. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ho. Um. So if you get a nine count, you get 1 point. If you get a spare, any spare, you get a point. The nine counts got to be first ball, and if you get a spare, it's a point. So that frame, so every frame is worth 2 points, and the strike is worth 2 points. So that's the only way you can get points. A strike 2 points, a nine spare is 1 point, and then of course the spare is a point. So if you get a seven and a spare, you get a point. If you get a nine count in the spare, that's 2 points. Because the strike's 2 points, and you add it all up together, and what you get is a championship belt. At this point, Paulie gonna be the undisputed champion of the world. Oh yeah, easy to understand, and so many of the guys are playing, and believe it or not, it just makes you a lot better. they call they call Paulie points. He gets them all. He gets those. What am I missing? Let's see. That's what I'm looking for. How you doing, Brianna? Welcome to the chat. So, check this out. Here's what we want to know. So far in 2026, what ball do you guys think has been the one that's made the biggest impact? Which one do you think is that ball, that dude, that thing that you just like, man, I might need to get this baby. What y'all thinking? And Brianna, welcome again. And we playing a game in Discord where the winner gets free merch. And guys, it's done. So now it's just a matter of them sending it back to me, all the done stuff. And then from that point, you guys will be getting what you want. Um, the champions, that is. And then of course, members, I'm gonna send you guys some special member stuff too. Um, what do you guys think? Me personally, but I'm gonna reserve mine. I'm gonna reserve mine until you know. Oh, no problem. This is what we do here. We just here to we help everybody out. It's a pretty good platform. And then of course I give a lot of information in regards to bowling here. Um, so guys, what do you think, man? What bowling ball have you think made the biggest impact so far? Or is there not one? Or is there a ball where you guys like, man, look, I need this? The Storm concept, peak Revs interest. Okay, Revs. I can't even be mad about that. The rain for me. Can't use it in league, but man, it's a beast in tournaments. Quiet guy said the bionic with a question mark. Okay, so here's a question. Why the question mark? You're making me a little nervous because you're making me thirsty. So why the question mark? All right, listen, I'm gonna try something else. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Interesting. Really interesting. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. All right, so that's it. And the bionic. Joshua said he likes the concept. I'm Joshua, your fiance. He wanted me to get on and chat. Hey, that's fine. Come on in and chat. Joshua, cool peoples. He's won a couple of times, so you know. Well, he won once, I think. The concept. Okay, so here's what I need from everybody. Keon, what's up, my good brother? Here's a question: why the bionic? Why the concept? Quiet guys guessing. No, I mean it's for you, quiet guy. Is there anything that piques your interest? Is there any balls that you're like, man, I might have to grab this bad boy? The concept have an impact on some folks, not for me, but some folks. All right, Gunny. That's fair. Hey, Gunny, guess what? I tried it, and it might be great for some people, but for me, nah. Now, now, mind you, me, I'm not saying to anyone, don't go get it. All I'm saying is it didn't work for me. Does that make sense? That's it. Didn't work for me. Didn't work for me. All right, so here's what I want. I want you guys to elaborate for me. Tell me what it is about that said ball that made you think about getting it. Was it the color? Was it the curb appeal? The way it looks? Was it the way you seen somebody spin it like your favorite CD? What was it? What was it that made you want to rock with this ball? What was it? Red said fine will for me. Okay, Red, here's what we gonna do. Red, you're talking about for the giveaway, right? The giveaway's not gonna be a will, Red. That's not how we're gonna do this. We're just gonna you guys are going to you guys are gonna we're gonna use a number generator, number one, because it's fairer that way. But I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it so that you guys can participate in getting a ball. Like, do we make it $1 or $3 or whatever to get a ticket? That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to break the bank or anything like that. That's not important. What's important is I want it to be fair for everybody. I wanted something in the middle of the road, possibly to replace the original Ion Pro. Okay, Chad, that makes sense. As a left-hand bowler, use two fingers. It allows me to control the lane and play straighter without urethane. Oh, see, now y'all talking. I hate the color, but hearing multiple say shock on steroids, what made me say the rain. Uh, yeah, it's got some qualities like that. Motive has been on fire because Motive's dropped a lot. Hold on. All right. So, okay, new technology. Here's a question. Do you really think it's like new? For me, I'm trying to improve on equipment that I have or fill gaps in my arsenal. Now that is a smart answer. You see what Too Tall just said? Too Tall just said that he's trying to fill a gap. Let's see. I shot my high score was a 221 and I've only been bowling for a year. Well, great job. Great job. Hey, now the floodgate should open, right? Now you got that taste in your mouth to where you want to get better. That's one of the most important qualities in the world. Bowling balls, man, they important. They good business. I'm looking for a game three ball right now. Not sure what'll work for me. Mesmerized works game one and two. Hammer effect has been too violent in the third game. Okay, so Gunny, are you moving left for the third game? I mean, are you Or are you just one of those guys that's not comfortable being left? I bought one of my highest series this year with the Storm Mix on wooden lanes. Yeah, because it doesn't move that much, but I bet on the wooden lanes it was hooking. The Ion line has been a hit for people at my local alley, including myself. Yeah, Chad. I love the Ion series. The Ion Max, now the Bionic, the Ion Pearl, which you see me throwing in that video. Man, I love that Johns. Where's that at? Let's pin that up there. Where she go? Right there. Bam. No. No. What did I do? That's not it. Trying to pin this up there. I don't know how to. Boop. I don't know. This thing is weird, man. I was trying to pin it up there so we can have it up there for people to see it. All right, here we go. I can't use the excuses. Huh? Brandon come bowl with me 4 or 5 times a week. We bowled 2 leagues together. That's good. That's good. Now, Joshua, what are we doing to work on our mechanics? What are we doing to try to improve the game? Like I said, I always have too many. Me too. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, bowling with your girl, that's love right there, man. Nothing better. I move 5 boards left, throw 10 to 3, 4, 5 break point. The effect, yeah, because you're in the friction. You're not okay, Gunny. Let me say this the best way I can. Gunny, you're bowling league with a bunch of people that I'm gonna gamble and say, not I could be wrong. Listen, I could be wrong. I'm just asking for a friend. But when you bowl league, and I imagine it's 5-man teams, Gunny, how many people are playing between 5 and 10? I'm gonna say probably everybody. Okay. So the problem that you have, Gunny, is this: when you're playing 10, you're starting it in the dry, and you're throwing it even further into the dry. So the ball ain't going to have no choice but to react violently because it ain't got nowhere to go. So, Gunny, if you want a different result, it may not even need a ball change. Facts. And I'm just saying it for a friend. If you would get the ball more, maybe for game 3, maybe move in. Okay? Maybe move in to where you're playing 14-15 to 7. Because getting it to 7 is still going to get it into the friction and it's still going to get you back to the pocket. Trust what I'm telling you. Because what's going to happen if you get it 13, 14, 15, you're going to be in that shelf of oil. And then you're going to throw it out to that angle, which will allow the ball to read the lanes and get you back to the pocket. Give it a shot. I promise you'll come back and be like, Coach, thank you. Thank you. And you'll be throwing bangers. You'll be up here beating up on Paulie. That's been my approach. Viking. If the effect is too much, then look for a weaker asymmetrical or symmetrical pearl or P2 pearl. But the problem, too tall for him, isn't the ball. The problem is he's starting it at 10 to 3 to 4 to 5. He's in the dry way too long. It's going to react for him. I'm surprised it even gets. I bet you don't even get to the break point. That's what's up, Joshua. League team together. Yep. Too Tall does that too. So does Larry, I do believe. My Zen has found its way back into my bag. Quiet guy. Really? The Zen 25? Or just the regular Zen? Which one you working with? Ooh. Ooh, I think we got something. I think we got action. We take videos and watch them to see what we can improve on to help others by giving advice or bowling ball to people in need. I see Joshua, y'all my kind of people. Okay. Okay, so just so I'm clear, Gunny, if you move in anymore, you're having problem with the ball finishing. If you're starting it at 10, Gunny, you're just starting at three boards left of 10. That's all. So listen. You said, let me go back. You said that you're using the hammer effect. If you're telling me that the hammer effect is too much going 10, 3, 4, 5, and it won't finish going 13 to 7, I'm gonna have to question that one. You have to make me a believer, Gunny. You have to make me a believer. If I'm not using a ball, most times get donated to some youth bowlers. Yeah, I do a lot of that too. The wheel of name is free. What does that mean, Red? You gonna have to. What does that mean, Red? All right, a lot of flat tens on moving in. But Red, why do I need a wheel if I'm using the number generator? I guess that's the better question I was asking, Red. If I have a number generator, why use a wheel? Not to mention, you can only have so many people in a wheel. That's what I want to know. Viking. One thing helps me with my effect was just touching up the surface slightly, adding a little sand pad to it, smooth. Here's the thing, right? Gunny, I don't even know if you need to put surface on it. Just being honest with you. Here's the reality. If you're leaving a wrap or a flat, make the adjustment. Just a half a board. Make the adjustment. Here's a question for you, Gunny. When you leave a flat, where does the 10 pin be at? You can add a lot of people. Custom room used it today. It had 37 people on it. Hey, Red, where did he get it? No. Yeah, the 6 pin, yes. Where does the 6 pin go on your flat 10? And I'm just asking for a friend, Gunny. I'm just trying to help you for real. Where does the 10 pin go on your flat? Because that'll tell me a whole lot. Okay, perfect. So, do you know, Gunny, what your adjustment is for a wrap? Just asking for a friend. Do you know what your adjustment that you need to make on a wrap is? Does anybody know? We're not going to put my man on the spot like that. Does anybody know what Gunny's adjustment is on a wrap? Does anybody know? Rev said, new ball from the pro shop. Rev, what's wrong with you? Rev, what's wrong with you? That is not a direct answer. Facts. Come on, guys. Look, we here to help him out, man. We here to educate everybody, right? Come on, man. Help me out. Let's keep this a buck here. Help me out. What is one board move left? Same mark. Could be ball, could be slow down, could be move right aboard, could be move forward on the approach. Okay, so a ball that picks up a bit sooner. Okay, so here's the reality. Gunny, you have a lot of choices. A lot of choices, Gunny. 9 out of 10 times when you're leaving that flat, it's because your ball is burning up. Which I'm going to bet that when you move in, say you move in and you're going to play 13, 14, 15 to 7. I'm betting you're still throwing it at 10, getting it out to 5, and it's burning up. What's up, Craze? That's no, Rebs is not, that's not a funny answer. Come on, Craze, that's messed up. So that's the reality is you got to make sure that what you're doing, okay, that's a bit different. You got to make sure what we're doing actually works, right? So the fundamental difference is, Gunny, you have options. It's not just one thing. Right, Revs need to start a new ball fund. Right, Revs, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, guys, I got my IT people working, figuring some stuff out for me, trying to make all this look a little better. You know what I'm saying? We upgrading the system here. You could use a wheel for merch. See, I like that. You know what, Red? I'm gonna look and see if I can't get my hands on one of them. I'm starting to go fund me. Red, you're gonna need a GoFundMe. You keep on telling people just get a new ball. What's wrong with you, Red? Rebs, come on, man. Rebs, listen. All you got to, I'm sorry, I meant to say Rebs. Rebs, all you got to do is make it small adjustments. It's not hard. You have to adjust what you see the ball do on the lanes. They will give you the best answer. No, Paul, that's 100% facts. But here's the point. Here's the problem. If your ball is standing up, here's the reality. If your ball is overreacting to the lanes, you got to move in. But you can't move your feet. So say you move your feet 8 boards left and your target 4 boards in, and so instead of hitting 14, you're hitting 10, you're not going to get the reaction that you're looking for. You got to get the ball into the oil so it slides a little further. Or at least slide to get you to your 42, 44 foot window. Yeah, you got to do that. Look at this guy. Look at Graham in the building. Graham decided to jump on in. What's up, Graham Fizzle? Reb said, I'm supporting a local pro shop. Man, Graham, look, Rebs, come on, man, stop it. Got crazy in the building. Graham, hey, Graham, you know you missed Stephanie the other day, man. Stephanie was in the building. You missed her. Yeah, chat pop. Yeah, we got like 20 something in at one point. But listen though, Graham, you missed Stephanie the other day, man. Many bowlers do not watch the ball through the process. Yeah, no, that's the problem. That's the problem. My boy Keon. Um, and that's where a lot of bowlers have issues. Is they don't watch the ball; they watch the outcome. You know what I'm saying? They don't watch the ball finish either. She been running too long, Graham. Graham said she been running too long. Oh, that's funny work. But no, that's the problem. Um, a lot of people don't know when they what they're doing, and they know what they're doing. They just, oh Lord, 6 by 9. I'm just trying to get all this work right. So, Red, I promise you, tomorrow I will look at the wheel and see if I can't grab one real quick, and then I'll just put one up behind me or something, and we'll spin it every Sunday night. Rev said, "Look at the weekly reminder," and Rev said that not only is he going live, but if he don't shoot 700, he's going to help the local pro shop by sending one of you guys a new bowling ball because that's what Revs do. Because Revs is trying to help his local pro shop in your local pro shops. So thank you, Revs, for donating. So what we gonna do, Revs, is when our boy Gunny, hit you up for that new ball, we're gonna make sure, Revs, that you got it ready for him. Loving the new coach look. Every time I jump on, it's better and better. Well, thanks, man. I'm tinkering with it as we speak. I'm trying to be like Revs when I grow up. I mean, Revs is donating. Rebs is donating all this work. That's what Rebs is doing. Rebs is donating all this work. Hold on, I just got to do that. Yeah, Rebs is giving up the new bowling balls to everybody. Yeah, Rebs like everybody. Wait, which one is that? Okay. Yeah, Rebs is like, yo, here everybody go. Oh man, almost done, guy. LOL. Winter must be in Southern Cali. Oh no, Rebs. Oh no. No. Look, Rebs, I'll take the widow tour as a donation. Long way to go for Southern Cali. Listen, hey Rebs, you know what? I'm not even. I'm not even gonna lie, Rebs. Listen, I need another. I need another Ion Max or something. You know what I'm saying, Rebs? I need another Ion Max. So since you sending out donations, since you sending out them donations, Revs, you might as well just help a brother out. Hey, so listen, guys, y'all hear Revs is doing all these giveaways, right? Whoa, what is this? I didn't ask you. Yo, what? Revs doing all these giveaways. Hey, Revs, look at that. Red said he'll take that Storm Bionic. Dude, Chuck Revs under the bus. No, I put straight up. Crazy. I ain't throwing him under the bus, man. I'm trying to help him out. Come on, Crazy. You gotta get in it too. Crazy said that he gonna take Crazy said that he gonna take a couple of them new sports, them new sport johns. That's what he said. He said, yeah, I need a couple of them sport johns. He said, Rebs, you can't be stingy for forever, man. He said, you can't be stingy for forever. He said, you can't be stingy for forever, man. Come on, dog. You gotta be better than that. That's what he told me. Mm-hmm. He said he's just asking for a friend. I like that one. These boys starting to do the damn thing. Hey, Red, listen. Red, you my guy. So you only got to send me one of them. One of them. I read. I'm only gonna take because you my guy. I'm only gonna take like one Ion Max. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where'd that go? Oh, would have helped if I'd have saved the image, huh? So this can't be transparent. I mean, it's nice that Rebs is so generous. Let me stop messing with Rebs, man. I can't help myself. It's like Duncan Hines cookies. Okay, I see you. It's like Duncan Hines cookies. Let's get these on the screen. Coach is doing the same. If he doesn't, hey Rebs, this is what I'll do, Rebs. Every time you bowl 750, I'll do the same thing. Now what? Now what, Rebs? How about them apples? You bowl 750. I'll send you. In your name. I will send somebody something in your name. If you drop a 750, I will send it in your name. Craig said, since he under there, I'll take some too. Bet it. I'm turning off the debit card. Come on, man. For real, for real. I mean, Rebs, you drop 750. I'll send somebody him. I don't have no problem with that. Ivan wear Rebs on the left jersey. Hey, with his look, you got guys wearing your jersey for the donation. I need both Ion Max and the Pearl. Also the Ion Pro Solid. Man, Chad, you trying to kill his bankroll, ain't you? I'm taking the motive. I'm following Bowler. Who's not to be reached, please. Try call again. I got one. I already got one. Hey, Revs, you see what we started? Hey, you know what I'm going to do, Revs? As soon as I get offline, I'm going to go to TikTok and YouTube ads, and I'm going to put out an ad that says Revs is giving away free balls. I am. I'm going to be like, Revs giving away free bowling balls. Revs on the left giving away all free equipment. All you got to do is ask him. Dude, hey, Revs, you see how many people want something with motive? That's impressive, ain't it? There's a lot of motive up there. Hey, and then I'm going to put, if you're in Southern Cali, he'll meet you and give you a ball immediately. I think the next purchase would be to help some fellow bowler. We shall see. How do you mean, Chad? How does that work? You mean you're just going to buy a fellow bowler a bowling ball? Listen, the way I see it, giving somebody a bowling ball is just a blessing in itself, right? Everybody can't afford it. You guys got to remember, bowling is a very expensive sport. To take the heat off Revs, y'all see what happened with Cam Crow yesterday. Yeah, I seen what happened to him. I'm so disappointed, man. I am so disappointed in Cam. But here's the thing. Cam Crow is like, what, 25 years old? So, but he just blew his whole life up. Even if he get... Now, this is what I'm going to say. Indiana's a bad place to go for D-Rugs. Indiana, a bad place to get hit. Because especially if you're black in Indiana, that is not good. So, but a D-Rug charge, he may never recover. I mean, the thing about the bowling community is they're very, how can I put this? The bowling community is very forgiving. So, am I worried about that part? No. I'm just saying, dang, Cam. Cam was in Minnesota and I mean, sorry, Indiana, bowling the U.S. Open, and he made the field to bowl in the U.S. Open, and he was pulled over and he was found with some D rugs and was arrested on a felony count. I want to say they said 6 felony counts. Yeah, he got caught with some some baby powder that just wasn't baby powder. You know what I'm saying? Some D rugs. You get what I'm saying without trying to say it. D rugs, and it's very disappointing. Very very disappointing. Imagine this. Imagine your Cam's parents in Chicago. Imagine what they're how mad they are right now. Brandon Novak got picked up last year. Yeah, I mean it happens to a lot of different people. But yes, crazy. He got caught with some yeah some D rugs. I haven't seen it either. Let's look. I mean, we're here right now. Let's look. Nope, it don't say nothing about no charges dropped. Yo, you know you made it when you're on TMZ. That's all I got to say. The man is on TMZ. Ben Stiller was talking about him. Ben Stiller said he was born to bowl. I'm for real, for real. When you when you on TV, yo, people flipping like, ooh, we gotta ignore why Cam ain't bowling. No, we not. We don't keep it a buck. He made a mistake. Question is he gonna learn from this said mistake or is it gonna keep defining him? Yo, and here's the crazy part. Ben Stiller had that big old documentary. Yeah, that's the HBO documentary. Where Cam is starring in Ben Stiller's bowling documentary, which is supposed to be great for bowling, right? And look, he got hit quick. Whoop. Novak has some picture of youngsters and not party. Oh, yeah, that's bad business right there. They said I don't know where they read it because there ain't no source I'm seeing. And Cam's not, yeah he's in that too for sure. We all screw up. So I'm just that's the thing though, right? We all make mistakes. We all human. Am I going to knock Cam? Nah, hell no. Matter of fact, the next time we have to pick people, I'm gonna pick them again. I picked them to have a coming out party, so I'll pick them again. I'm not. I met Cam. Cam is a really nice young man, big, huge young man, but nevertheless, he's nice. And he was very well spoken and very outstanding. It happens to the best people. What I say is to the bowling community is don't judge him based on a minute. Based him base a judge hold your judgment and let's base it off a bunch of moments, not just one defining moment. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a young man an opportunity to bounce back. Now, here's the bad part, and this is the bad part. When you're using stuff like that, it can cause aneurysms and all kind of other issues. So it's a bigger. This is a learning experience because you don't use recreational drugs and not have consequences. Yep, hope he grows from it. Who's going to win the Open? Well, A picked EJ or Belmo, and I'm going to say one of them going to win. They're both still in. Last time I checked, but I haven't checked to see what match play looks like. Pete Weber wasn't a model citizen back in the day. No, a lot of the bowlers weren't. A lot of them were drunks. But I mean, come on, man. I mean, riding around dirty is probably not the smartest thing you could possibly do. Let's keep it a buck. Oh God, I drop stuff. Yeah, riding around dirty is probably not the greatest idea that you can think that you can do. Let's just put that out there. Can't wait for the documentary variancing on what and where they think bowling is headed. Well, it can be very impactful, and I think it will be. And I think that once it's very impactful, bowling is actually growing. There's a lot of youth bowling in America. So bowling is growing. Just COVID was very detrimental to it. I mean, before COVID, bowling was massive. Someone has taken the lead after the first round of match play. Belmo dropping EJ within striking distance. Simo has been leading the whole thing. I always see full bowling always around here. I don't see bowling going down at all. I don't either. Well, here's the thing, right? Randy wasn't helping bowling by being on live commentary. Him and his dude wipes, and I know that's an advertisement and stuff, but he just wasn't helping it. And here's another thing. When did bowling okay, let's go on a rant here. Let's get one rant before I get out of here. When did bowling become the wholesome sport? You get what I'm saying? When did bowling become this thing where, yeah, dude wipes? Are you kidding me right now? The thing about bowling is bowling needs to be exciting. When you watch bowling on TV and you can hear a pin drop or somebody fart, that's a bad thing. I want you to think about something. Contemplate this. If you were not a bowler and you were scrolling through the TV, okay, and you came across the guy getting ready to bowl, and you could hear a pin drop, and then you watch a ball, and then you were watching and you can hear a pin drop. Are you really gonna stop and watch that? Because I know this guy right here is not. That would be equivalent to watching curling, okay? And I ain't watching curling either. Facts. And I'm just saying it for a friend. I'm not doing it. Nope. So now, say you're scrolling through the channel and you see the crowd going crazy, rowdy as hell. And the dude get up and throw a strike, and he rowdy as hell. He go into the crowd, he grab a beer, drink some of the beer, and goes back high-fiving people. Who is going to stop and watch that? You tell me. Which one of those are you going to watch? Yeah, when announcers is whispering, I immediately change the channel. See, that's what I'm saying. Who's going to watch that? That's bad TV. That's bad TV. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not it. I want y'all to be excited. Come on, man. Bowling. Listen, here's what's so stupid. You ready for this? This is why bowling on TV Look, I gotta get into this. This is emotional damage. Listen, does everybody at league shut up and become super quiet when you're up to bowling league? No. So then why the heck do you expect people to do that on TV? That's dumb. Come on, man. That's dumb. If listen, Lord forbid me ever make a TV show because as soon as people get quiet, I'd be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I don't do this no other time. You feel what I'm saying? That's like when you go to practice, you be like, hey, everybody got to stop talking. Shut up. Nobody bowl either. Huh? So why would you want to set the stage like that? Let's keep it a buck. It's definitely a lot more energy when everybody is hooting and hollering. It is. And that's what I don't understand. Why would you put that on them bowlers when it's not necessary? Nobody stops bowling in league. Nobody stops talking in league. It just makes no. Hey, how many of you guys got ready to shoot at 300 and everybody just shut up and then you're like, yo, y'all better get back to doing what y'all doing because this is creepy. How many of y'all been like that? Yeah, I agree. I will watch that so much more when they're loud and yelling and shoot. Yeah, it's a fact. It's because it's just like golf, supposed to be a gentleman. Wait a minute. No, no, no. Hell no, no. Why make everyone wait? Wait, listen. Whoever said bowling was a gentleman's game? That doesn't even make any sense. That's just dumb. Let's Google this. Let's see what Google say. Is bowling a gentleman's game? Is bowling a gentleman's game? Bowling is generally considered a recreational, accessible, and social activity rather than a gentleman's game. Thank you. It's not considered a gentleman's game. And whoever, see, that's the problem. They're destroying the marketing by trying to make it something that it's not. It's a game, it's a recreational game, it's for fun. So if that's what it is, maybe we should allow it to be that so we can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they got to say. I hate. You know what's worse? This company I ordered my equipment from, they ain't the sharpest people in the world. They sent me two of the same balls. I don't know. Oh wait, there's two different emails. All right, that's good. Let's see what Keon said. Bowling used to be a hustle like playing dice. Well, it's still a hustle right now. It's still people pop bowl all the time, make a little bit of money. I'm just saying to follow the same format as golf. Yeah, you're right, Brandon. But here's the problem. That's not what it's supposed to be like. Guys like Belmo calling fans out for being noisy and taking pictures. See, but that's where Belmo's in the wrong, and that's Belmo's just wrong for that. He's wrong for that. So basically, when Belmo get up in league, he expect everybody to be quiet. All I got to say about that is Big Demi. You, Big Demi, in my league, Keon is still a hustler. We get more side bets going than other casinos. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you can get it in. We do too. We be having fun with it. We gotta do what we gotta do, player. Baby before you're born, people bold in shirts and skin. Yeah, shirt and tie. Yeah. Wait, what? Did you say people bold in shirts and tie? Yeah, well, this ain't then. Yeah, it's like a few old dogs who cry because someone sneezed. No, look, no. Listen, you know what's funny? And this is something that somebody needs to explain to Belmo because right now he's being a big idiot. If he hears, if everybody's cheering and roaring, he won't hear one single thing. He won't be able to single out one single noise because he won't hear nothing. You understand what I'm saying? It's the it's the same way. It's the same way like this. This is my example. When you get up there and you throw a shot, right? And say you leave a 9 pin, you throw your spare ball or you hook at your 9 pin, you can hear yourself hit that single pin. Everybody talking, everybody bowling, the whole room, everybody's talking, everybody bowling. And you can hear that one single pin you hit. So if the crowd is roaring, you'll still hear that pin. You'll still be, it's the same thing. I knew Graham was going to disagree with it, but hey, I don't care who disagree. The facts are still the facts, man. Let's keep it a buck here. Ain't nobody going to watch if you're turning channels just like I just said, and everybody's quiet and everybody's just sitting there like this, and you see a guy getting his bag and chalk. Ain't nobody watching that. Sorry, not sorry. Ain't nobody watching that. Graham, you know it. I know it. And that's why the bowling ratings have dropped exponentially. Now, this is a fun fact. This is a fun fact that you can look up, Graham. When Kyle Troop or Packy makes the championship, the ratings are higher than when Belmo and other people make it. Do you know why? Because Packy and them make it exciting for people and they got fans into it. The other ones don't. And when people click by it and they see the bad boy and everybody jumping out their chairs in the gym, people be like, okay, and they watch it. The other people do not. Yeah. Wait, what? Drinking and gambling. That's it. I disagree with your take, but I get your point. Listen, it's about sheer growing in sport and numbers. Numbers don't lie. I agree. Quiet is lame. It's a simple space. It's a simple fact. Numbers don't lie. The numbers are higher when those guys are on TV than others, and it's because they get the crowd into it, and their metrics about it. It's just absolutely smart. What do? They say, hey, if these guys do this, then I don't hear this. It's simple. That's it. That's all. P. Weber used to spaz out if someone made. Yeah, I know he used to, and it, whatever. That's what like I said, make some noise and have some fun. Here's like I said, if it's a whole bunch of noise, you can't single out somebody farting, you can't single out somebody sneezing, you can't single out a phone click, you can't single out any one thing at all. Now, if you can't concentrate, that's on you. How about them apples? Keon, exactly. Weber used to be the worst for being a crybaby. He's always been a crybaby. Hey, I'm not a Weber fan, so I don't care. Time changes. You can't keep saying, get off my lawn. I'm with you, quiet guy. I can't imagine being one of those in the stands and freaking out if someone sneezing. Come on. Yeah, man, look, I'm with you. I'm with you, Brandon. I'm with you. I wish I would. So, and here's the crazy part. Can you imagine buying a ticket and then one of them looking at you be like, don't sneeze? Look, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. The I'm gonna tell you what. Man, listen. That's the day that they would have the highest ratings on TV history because I'd be them whoop one of their ass. Excuse my language. I'd be them whoop one of their ass. Like what? What'd you say to me? Don't sneeze. Security, because I'm telling you, it be on like Flynn. We'll have to be back from this unscheduled programming. Belmo didn't get a chance to finish today because he got a size 11 and a half up his. That's exactly what would happen. No, thank you. If the crowd was loud, Happy Gilmore never heard the dude yelling, "Jackass!" You're comparing professional bowling to league. It's the concept. I agree. Professional bowling need to change that part. They're creating the distraction, but that's the rules. No, but no. But Graham, that's the thing. That's the thing. Those rules are ancient. Those rules need to change. That's the point. If you want to grow the sport, being in that moment, those need to, and it's not even the rule. Graham, what you just said is not true. It's not the rule, because if it's the rule, then Packy would not be able to bowl with the crowd chanting and doing all this. If it was the rule, Troop would not be able to get them all excited. AJ Johnson would not be able to get them all excited when they're throwing the ball if that was the rule. It's not a rule. It's an unspoken rule that they want to be, but it's not a rule in any rule book, because you can't have a rule that is only used when somebody wants it. If it's the rules, then they would enforce it all the time. It's not an all the time thing. So when you try to clarify that, when you try to argue that fact, Graham, you got to argue with facts, because it's not a rule. That is something that somebody does or does not like. It's a preference, not a rule. And if you want to grow this sport, then we got to bypass all that. How many of you guys watch golf on TV? That's a question. How many of you guys watch golf on TV? I know I don't. Now, if I can't sleep, I'll turn golf on. Then I'll go to sleep. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not. Nope. I'm the biggest bowling fan on planet Earth. It's hard for me to watch a bowling show that's dead ass quiet, because every time you get quiet, I'll be like this. And then I go to sleep, and then I have to try to watch it again later. Now I'll just be like, man, I'm done. But Graham, you my dog. But this is what I'm going to say. If you're going to make an argument, bring facts to this. This is not emotional. Take the emotions out, because there's no emotion needed. But it's not a rule. A rule means that it must be followed every single time. Like dress code. Dress code is a rule that is not usurped when someone wants to. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Let me not bypass. Woohoo! Coach is coming with fire and brimstone on Friday night. Nah, this is just me having a little bit of fun. I can't watch golf. You can't watch. I can't either. I can't watch that stuff. Man, I be sleep like a baby. Yes, coach, it actually is. It is a rule. You can get kicked out of a bowling event for being a distraction. Same as the NBA. Listen, hold on. Whoa. Sorry, Graham. Coughing is not a distraction. Sorry, belching's not a distraction. Talking's not a distraction. You'll never be kicked out of a football game, a basketball game, or any other sporting event known to man for coughing, barking, any of that. You won't. You just won't. Matter of fact, show me an NBA game where somebody's shooting a free throw and everybody got to be quiet. Show me a game where, show me any other sport other than golf that you got to be quiet. And bowling ain't golf. It's not. You just not. So, again, it's not a rule. Because if it was a rule, then it would have to be enforced every single time. I can bring up a video right now and show you Packy and a lot of other guys that they get the crowd juiced. It's not a rule. Now, being belligerent and something like that, now that may be a rule. Now we'll go with that one. However, it's not a rule. Let's see what we got. I used to love to play golf before I hurt my back, but never could watch it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's a bad thing. Being a distraction and being loud are not the same thing. No, they're not. Let's see what Paul say. Audience rules in the PBA tournament general code of conduct must maintain a respectful and quiet demeanor during competition. Okay. Discipline behavior. No disruptive behavior allowed, including loud talk, cheering while bowlers are preparing to bowl. Okay, so Graham, where's coughing in that? Where's coughing in that? Being disruptive. What clarifies or quantifies disruptive behavior? Loud talking. Talking in its own entirety can be done. So here's what the PBA has to do. They got to revamp their rule books. They got to revamp their rule book. You can you Paul, you can have them be loud and belligerent while you're on the while you're in a step ladder. You can. Happens all the time. Again, I can bring up footage and show you right now. Packy did it and does it every time he makes it. Cal Troop does it every time he does it. AJ Johnson does it when he does it. So again, the rule has to be adjusted because then it says so basically for those who elect to want to use it. How about a water bottle? A craze. That's my whole craze. That's the whole point I'm referencing to you right there. That's why nobody watches it. That's it. I love the hype, the noise, make the game a lot better. That's why nobody watches it right there. And that's what I'm saying. No, but no, but Graham, see, that's the problem that that's the thing that you're not tracking. Pete Weber used to get pissed off because people coughed. He used to get mad at anybody doing anything. A lot of Belmo does the same thing. If you cough or anything happens, Belmo gets angry. It's not like you have a choice when you cough. If you're in the third row and you say to your wife, "Hey, would you like a drink?" and Belmo can hear you, he's got a problem. That needs to change. My whole position is this, Graham. Bowling on TV is hurt detrimentally by the quiet and by Randy saying dude wipes. Look at your ratings. That's listen. This is don't even have to be an argument. Look at the ratings. Simply put, EJ Tackett, the best bowler probably ever to grace this earth. Look at the ratings. Look at the ratings. Take your time. Pull up the ratings when Packy and Troop are in the finals as opposed to other people and see the numbers. That's it. See the numbers. You want to challenge yourself? Here's a challenge. Go to the bowling alley, right? And I want you to ask 10 people who won the Players' Championship. Ask 10 people who was in the Players' Championship. Ask 10 people. Just asking for a friend. Just ask. You want to know where bowling pro stacks to the everyday people? Why don't you ask that? Ask who won the Players' Championship. Easy money. I'll bet you 8 out of 10 don't even know there was a Players' Championship. That's a fact. That is a fact. If my cough is inappropriate etiquette, then Pelmo boom. His motivation be too. Right. I mean, LOL, I don't disagree. Sheesh. I'm just saying it because listen, I get it. But here's Graham, here's the point. And I know that there's the etiquette rule. Trust me, I know I'm a tournament bowler. However, we cannot quantify that as a rule at this point. We can't. Because so here's the point. So my point is so Kyle Troop breaks the rule every time he bowls on TV. So does Packy. He breaks the rule every time bowling on TV. So then they should be banned from bowling on TV, or they should have to forfeit their purse, or whatever, because they're violating that rule. If we want to call it a rule, then they're violating that said rule. And the PBA, which has the PBA bodies right there for every finals, is allowing them to violate that rule and saying nothing about it. That's bad business. So what I'm saying is they need to be consistent. Water polo has more hype than bowling. It's bad for the sport to survive. Crazy. Cajun, look, you're not wrong. And that's a fact. It's a fact because here's the thing. Nobody wants to watch dead air. I know I don't. Speaking of players, I think that crap of winning a major, bowling a 300 against the best bowler in the world, doesn't get the bowling US Open because he didn't make the PTQ. Yeah, but I think for next, yeah, I agree with you. But next season, though, I think he's exempt, or he should have enough points. He'll be exempt. But yeah, you're right. You did right. But hey, that's how bowling is. That's how bowling is. A PTQ can be fierce. But listen, dude, that's all I'm saying. Listen. I love bowling. Y'all should know that. I do everything in my power to grow the sport of bowling. I do. But here's the reality. If I see something that is detrimental to bowling, I'm going to say it. Again, Brandon rules. Yeah, I mean, you don't got enough points. You got to bowl in PTQ. That's the thing, right? And I just be saying it for a friend. I'm not going to lie to nobody. People get mad at me because I be like, look, this is, well, that's what it is. I mean, I think that bowling is the greatest sport there is, next to football. But if I'm going to watch it, if I'm going to sit down and watch my guy, EJ Tackett, bowl against the field, then I need to watch the excitement of it. And right now, they just don't do that. And if I feel like that, and I am a bowler, I am a coach, and I dedicate my time to it, if that's what I'm going to do, and this is how I feel, imagine how somebody who ain't a bowler feels. We should be tapping all those things. We should be educating the world about this. LOL. Thanks, G. I wish I was growing up. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just saying it for a friend. To grow the sport, we need to make it exciting. But here's the thing: bowling is exciting. Bowling fans are excited. Allow them to be that. Allow them to be that. And Belmont better worry about making shows, let alone worrying about what the fans is doing, because they everybody caught up to him. Everybody caught up to him. I love the emotion part of bowling. Guys in my league scream and yell when they strike. There's no quiet at all. That's what I'm saying. So why, when you get the TV at the highest level, you got to be quiet? That makes no damn sense. LOL. I was thinking that, coach. I mean, seriously, Belmo better be on blah blah blah. I need another steroid. Belmo better do something, because the field has caught him. That rev rate he used to have. Sorry, everybody got it now, son. That right to left swing he used to have. Sorry, everybody got that now, son. Yeah, fielding caught you. You know what Belmo's like? Belmo's like a football player, a quarterback. He comes out the gates hot. Coming in hot. And then the defense see him. And they see him again. And by game 5, he can't do nothing because they got the book on him. That's what Belmo like. He even got caught. Belmo like Lynn Sanity. Y'all remember Lynn Sanity, Jeremy Lin? He used to be giving them the business. Well, once they see it once, see, that's the thing about sports, right? You can be great the first time through the gauntlet, but once you get through that gauntlet, and if they catch up to you, peace, you're done. And that's a fact right there, man. That's a reality. You that's it. Let's see what Graham's saying. So you think it's fair that most of the stuff you can get away with in league, you get fined for as a professional? Shot clock, timeout, all this regular bowling, right? I didn't say nothing about that. Like RG3. No, RG3, he got screwed over by his coach. When he got hurt, he should have never played again. Then he went out and he got hurt and he lost his confidence. Once you do that, it's over. Graham, you're conflating two things that don't need to be conflated, bro. Sorry. You are doubly conflating two things that don't need to be conflated. First and foremost, I'm not talking about anything that a bowler's doing. So you have to leave that part out the equation. I'm not talking about nothing that a bowler doing. I'm talking about so listen, shot clock. I can bowl with the shot clock. It takes me this long. I get up there, I breathe, I go. It's easy. But I'm not talking about a shot clock. Shot clock is cool. Whatever. They want a shot clock to make the game faster. That's good. Do I think they should get a timeout? Sure, why not? They get 1 or 2 timeouts per game. Sure, I'm okay with that. If the pace is moving a little fast, you get out of breath. Sure, I'm okay with that. But you're trying to conflate two things that don't need to be. I'm talking about the crowd, number one. I'm talking about the PBA saying, listen, fellas, we're not going to handicap the crowd anymore. We're going to let the crowd be the crowd. That's what I'm talking about. Let them enjoy being the crowd. Because here's the reality, right? If the crowd is making noise, you'll never single out one individual noise. That's what I'm saying, Graham. So you can disassociate league from the PBA, all that. I'm not talking about none of that. That's not important to me. I'm talking about crowd etiquette. That's it. Long as they ain't screaming out, you suck, or blah, 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 whatever, that kind of thing, who cares? If they're cheering, ha, 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 ha. All right, bet. So you agree with everything else the professional bowlers go through, just opposed to crowd noise. Yeah, that's it. Just the crowd noise part. Because Graham, what you got to understand is that crowd noise sells. That crowd noise sells. Not only does look at me, it sells. So what happens, Graham, is this: when somebody watches it, 2 things will happen. Actually, 3. 1, they'll be like, "Huh, I think I can do that." That's a new bowler. The second thing is, "Ooh, I would like to watch this again." So now you just got somebody's interest. And the third thing is, that crowd's so hype, I would love to go see that. You see what I'm saying? Now you're creating a spectator. That's what I'm talking about. Ratings. The more ratings, the more the networks advertise, the more they advertise, the more advertisements they get, the more the pros make. The more the pros make, the more we see them on billboards and everything else. The sport grows. Everybody loves it. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the clothes they got to wear. I'm not talking about the timeouts. I'm not talking about nothing that the bowlers are doing themselves. I'm talking about the handicapping that they do to the crowd. That's it. That's it. Everything else the pros do, let them do. Keep the bowlers the same. Unleash the crowd. Matter of fact, have that thing where you pump the crowd up because you want them to be loud. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. The crowd noise is hype. Good for TV. Facts. Facts is good for TV. Good for ratings. That's what we're looking for. Watching the UBA is much more exciting than watching the Pros Bowl. See, that's my whole point. That's my whole point. The pros are the best in the world. There's no group better. But people aren't getting the enjoyment of watching it because they're handicapping the people behind them. I'm saying it's time for bowling to make the evolutionary jump. Allow the crowd to be fire. You know what I'm saying? Allow them to be that fire event. Yo, okay, so the highest rating bowling thing that they have every year is the one where Chris Paul be on there. That one, that Chris Paul event where they do the speedway thing, and then they have the people bowling at different levels where they got like last year where they had Liz Johnson wearing a crown and all that stuff. The crowd is cheering the whole time. They do not get quiet at all. And it's the highest rated one because it's hyped the hell up. You feel what I'm saying? You know how hyped people would be if they get to be hyped up watching EJ Tack, the best bowler in the world, go to work. I'm just saying it for a friend. Just saying it for a friend. Got you, Coach. That part I'm disagreeing with. Love to unleash the crowd, but I think more than that needs to change. Listen, Graham, we start one thing at a time. This is what I'm going to tell you. If they unleash that crowd, bowling will get to a point where it'll be huge. It'll be huge, huge. And that's what we're looking for right now. That's the one thing that we're looking for. And here's the thing, right? I don't care about shot clocks. I don't care about none of that. I don't. It's two guys bowling, only one guy's up at a time. I mean, how much time do you need? You don't. That's my point. But at the same point in time, the same premise, unleashing that crowd is going to allow bigger. Do you know how much there's sponsors and sponsors and sponsors out there that will not touch bowling because of how it is, right? Now you unleash networks where now all of a sudden your ratings are climbing and they're climbing. All of a sudden bowling gets sponsorship. So then it becomes bigger purses, right? Bigger purses to where bowlers can actually live on their winnings as opposed to having full-time jobs. You see where we're going with this, Graham? So it's a ripple effect. It's like you throw a big rock in Lake Placid, you expect it to just go boom and there's no waves. No, it's going to be ripples. There's a lot of things that can happen. But to do that, you have to unleash that mechanism. And for the people that are at the top of bowling right now, who run the PBA, who don't understand that, it's asinine to me. It's just insane. It's insane. And if they watch it, they'll be like, Coach, you see, you don't know what you're talking about. I'll tell you what. Let me run it. Give me three events. 3 events. And I'll have higher ratings than y'all ever dreamed of in 3 events because I'm smart enough to know. Now, what we are going to have is we're going to have some sourpuss bowlers. Oh, well, I don't want it. Well, don't show up then. Don't show up. Somebody else will win the money. You stay at home. That's what you do. Somebody else will go gladly and win that money. Because it's a fact. It's a fact. That's the reality. It's time for a change. They made the first change by getting Senior Dude Wipe off and putting on Cal Sherman. That was a very good move. That's a very good move. Thank God, no more dude wipes. No dude wipes, please. So that's the first one. Now we need the second ball to drop because once we do that, then they'll get Budweiser and all those other advertisements, and that's what they need to grow the sport. But with that being said, I hope I ain't rubbed nobody the wrong way. But if I did, that's okay. You can get even with me on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You can get even. No, Cajun, no. Dude wipes don't need no love. No. And he said it. He said it so brazenly, like dude wipe. Come on, man, seriously, dude wipes. I can't even make this up. And I'm sorry that Emil's got to deal with him over at Bold TV because he's one cool dude. I'm telling you, he is one cool dude. I thought for sure that he would get Kyle's spot, but I guess putting the PBA Pro right there is it makes sense. But Kyle has got a very big following, and he's actually very very good on air. So I love that. I love that in him. But dude, get the hell out of here, man. I'm surprised they ain't let him try to use a dude wipe live on TV. I guess it's a little HR inappropriate, but I'm just saying. Just saying it for a friend. I just can't even make this up. I got dew wipes in my car. When I spill something, yo, dude, get the wipes, dude. All right, fellas, I had enough of this for today. Graham, I hope you ain't upset. Emotional damage, and if you are, Graham, that's okay. You can get even. Emotional damage. But yes, they need to change that, and they need to change that in a hurry, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And if they do not, they'll pay the price, not me. Because when I want to sleep, I turn on both. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. I debated on if I was going to say this or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because we 2 hours in, and if somebody can watch this for 2 hours, they deserve to hear it. When it comes to watching bowling, if EJ is not bowling, I am not watching it because everybody else is a snoozer. The crowd makes no noise. I watch it for 6 minutes and I'm asleep like a baby. Facts. I keep it 100. I keep it 100. I can't. The only reason why I watch EJ is because I'm mesmerized by how that man can will a bowling ball. I mean, it's like he's not from here. It's like the boy was born with 2 feet and a bowling ball. Eh. But other than that, I can't do it. I'm bored out of my mind watching that stuff. You can never be bored watching EJ. You know, I watch AJ Johnson too because number one, he's from Illinois, and number two, he seems like at any moment he can just wild out and go crazy. Like, fuck all you. That's how he comes out. Like he just wild out any minute. You know, so I like watching him too. But other than that, nope. Kyle Troop, I can't watch him because his clothes are too colorful. And I always like the boy need to he need to do something with his hair. Like for real. If a black dude's on TV with his hair like that, they be like, yo, he need to do something with that. Yeah, he need to do something with his head. I watch Packy too because he get the crowd hype. So, yeah. But EJ's the one I watch the most. But if he ain't on, I'm not doing it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to keep it a buck, right? But with that being said, though, thanks everybody for coming through. Your boy finally gonna get off. I've been on here for 2 hours. I need a nap. Man, you can't hate the fro. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can't grow one, so I hate it. Oh man, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I can't even. I said that out loud too, didn't I? I said I can't grow one, so yeah, I do hate it. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. You guys are awesome as always. Until Sunday, peace out.